Welcome, everybody, to another stream for today. Here, I am your host, Dave Huerta. This channel is called I'm Not a Coach, and we are doing our second live stream today. We did the Panthers and Bears game, a little bit of a blowout, but we did see Caleb Williams and that team really come together on offense. Might have been their best offensive performance of the season, while that Bears defense just absolutely mauled Andy Dalton almost the entire game. They were able to get a touchdown early, Carolina did, with a nice Chuba Hubbard run, but after that, they were just not able to do much of anything at all. At one point late in the game, with I think it was a little over 4 minutes left, Bryce Young got in there, made some nice throws, but unfortunately, the Chicago defense were able to clamp down on them and basically put an end to anything Carolina could do late in that game. So we just got done watching the Ravens game as well, or at least I did here before I turned on the cameras. Apparently, there's a massive fumble by uh, Lamar Jackson there just before they cut away here. So most likely, Bengals are going to escape with a win here, most likely, unless they miss a big field goal here. But we are not here for the Baltimore Bengals game. We are here for Green Bay versus LA here. So we're about to hit a kickoff here. Green Bay looks like they're going to get the ball first. So the Rams will be getting the second half kickoff. We have Keyshawn Nixon in the end zone here. Hopefully he can have a decent game. But obviously the biggest story coming into this game is both of these teams are potentially missing their top two wide receiving options. Cooper Kupp and Puka Nakua for the Rams have been out for the last couple of weeks, both injuries. But for the Packers, they are missing Christian Watson and Romeo Dobbs. Christian Watson obviously injured his ankle last week in that loss to the Vikings early on. Looked ugly. It looked like to me that he was going to be out for more than just a week. Thankfully, it was not that serious. Only an ankle injury. Looks like he's already going to be day to day, so he could be back as early as next week or maybe in 2 weeks. So kickoff goes out the back of the end zone. First play is going to be at the 30, first and 10. Jordan Love in the shotgun. Jaden Reed in motion. Jordan not scrambling, scanning, and has Dontavian Wicks open, but he is not going to be able to get the ball out there. Jordan Love, that first throw, little short. He had an open Wicks. But anyway, Christian Watson obviously injured ankle, but then a weird whole thing. We do not have the full story. I'm not going to speculate, but unfortunately, Romeo Dobbs is suspended for this game. Apparently, he stopped showing up in practice this week. Apparently, unhappy with his role in the offense, and the Packers made a decision to suspend him for this week for making decisions that were detrimental to the team. It's going to be a handoff to Jacobs up the middle. It's going to be a gain of about 3 on the play. So with Watson and Romeo out, we're going to have a lot of Jaden Reed and Dontavian Wicks. The Packers did not elevate any wideouts from the practice squad. So they are rolling with 4 wideouts today. And it looks like they did elevate a tight end. So they'll have 4 tight ends in this game. 3rd and 7 here. They're showing the end of the Bengals game on the left side here. Pass takes the snap, and Jordan Love unfortunately will go down for a sack inside the 25, and that is a quick 3 and out for this Packers team. And that was Kobe Turner with the sack for the Rams. And surprisingly, despite the fumble by the Ravens, Cincinnati misses the field goal. Ooh. So that game is still going. Obviously, Lamar has a couple minutes here. Otherwise, it will end in a timeout here if neither team can score. Solid punt by Daniel Whalen. Almost no return. The ball will be spotted at the 35 for Matthew Stafford and this offense. So a little bit of a discouraging beginning here for Green Bay. Jordan Love, that first throw was just short. There's a little bit of pressure in his face, but typically he has the arm talent to be able to get that ball. So not a great start. First run, only 3 yards, and then obviously the sack on third down. So ball is actually spotted at the 34. Matthew under center has Tutu Atwell in motion to the left. They hand it off, and it's going to be I was going to almost say incomplete pass, but it is actually a no gain on the run. And one thing to look for this Rams offense, their offensive line has just been banged up. There's almost no starters on this offensive line outside of maybe one or two. And second down, Matthew Stafford in the gun. He's going to find a man. It's going to be Fryermuth, I believe. Oh, no, Parkinson's. It's going to gain about 5 or 6 yards. It'll be a third and a little short. So obviously the Rams banged up offensive line. There's a game that hopefully we will see the Packers defense get a little pressure, make some plays in the passing game. 3 receiver bunch to the right. Stafford has time and almost had a man haul it in, but Xavier McKinney laying down the lumber there and forcing that incomplete pass on third down, fourth and a quick 3-and-out for the Rams, and they're showing the end of that Baltimore game, and that is a field goal for Justin Tucker, and the Ravens escape with a huge victory over the Bengals. And the punt is away, and phenomenal punt there. It's going to be inside the 10, but there is a flag on the field. And it's going to be a holding call on Green Bay. So this bad field position is only going to get worse. And that is by the recently signed Robert Rochelle. He was on the Packers practice squad, but he is not just simply elevated for this game. He was actually signed for it. So if the Packers want to get him back on the practice squad, they would have to cut him and allow him for basically any team to sign him for free. So it'll be inside the 5, 1st and 10 at the 4. Quick pass. It's going to be to, is that Malik Heath, number 18? That is. And that was a nice gain of 7 yards. Ball will be spotted at the 11. Jordan Love in the shotgun. Jaden Reed in motion to the left. They hand it off to Jacobs, who was going to rumble his way for a first down at about the 15-yard line. And if you're just joining us, we are doing every possible game that we can on this channel. We are doing Packer games, primetime games. We're going to be doing some extra content here later on in the next coming weeks for this month. A little bit more short form stuff. So shotgun, two running backs in the backfield. Quick out. Jaden Reed catches the pass. It's going to be a nice gain of about 4 or 5 for Jaden Reed. So make sure you leave a like, subscribe, so you know when I upload some content here. We're going to be doing this all season long, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. Jordan in the shotgun here. 2nd and 6, ball at the 19. Gets another handoff to Jacobs, who is going to be able to barrel through some defenders here, and it'll be a big Green Bay first down. Ball should be spotted right around the 25, maybe the 26. Three receiver bunch to the left. Jordan in the shotgun. Jaden Reed motioning out, orbit motion, hands it off to Reed. It's going to go to the left. He's going to be able to get a little bit of yardage. It's going to depend on where he stepped out. It could be looks like a 7-yard gain on the play. Reed doing a good job of keeping those feet in bounds, tiptoeing down the sidelines for about 3 or 4 yards. It's actually a gain of 8. So 2nd and 2. Tucker Craft in motion to the right. Jordan under center. And Jacobs out in the open space, and he's going to be downed at about the 45 for a big Green Bay first down. Tucker Craft moving again to the left, being able to pick up a defender, and that just opened up a nice lane right between the right guard and the center there for Jacobs. So heading into this game, the running game for the Rams defense is the worst in the NFL, and the Packers rushing defense is the second best. Sorry, rushing offense is the second best. Jordan, tight pocket, throws it to the right and trying to get it to Tucker Craft, who cannot haul it in. It'll be 2nd and 10. And that was a tough throw. Not a great spot for Jordan. That was way ahead of Tucker Craft. If he puts it on him, Tucker is actually possibly going to be able to keep on running there. So Jordan's his accuracy, man, is still a little off. So Jordan under center fakes the handoff. A lot of passes today. Going way deep, and it's going to be caught by Jaden Reed inside the 5. Wow. I mean, when Jordan threw that, Reed was in no position to catch that. He had a guy over the top. He had a guy underneath. There was, holy cow, man. And literally, there was a defender, it looked like Lake, literally on top of Reed's helmet as that ball was getting there. So the fact that Reed was able to haul it in is insane to me. Beautiful catch. First and goal at the 2. They're going to hand it off to Jacobs, who's going to bounce, keep on going. He's going to run to the corner. He's going to get in for a touchdown. That is Green Bay's first touchdown of the game, and that is Jacobs' first touchdown of his of his career with the Green Bay Packers. Holy cow. Initially, they tried to run it to the left, right to the left side of the left guard. Could not get anything going. Bounced backwards, found open space, made a man miss, and then just beat everybody to the right corner, the right pylon there. And Josh Jacobs, first touchdown as a Green Bay Packer. In that drive, 9 plays, 96 yards, 5 passes, 4 runs. Well balanced, as everything should be. Let's see here. They're reviewing whether he got the ball across, and he did before he stepped out of bounds. Well across. And they're taking forever on this review. To me, it looks clear cut. The ball broke the plane. His foot was not out of bounds yet. The review is upheld, and that is going to be a touchdown for Green Bay here. I don't honestly understand why it took so long. I mean, it was clear as day. All right. 6:45 left in the first quarter. Extra point, snap, kick is good. I'm going to be a little extra critical. It didn't go right down the middle. It was slightly to the right. Come on, Narvison. Get it together, man. Get it together. Dude, I'm still astounded by that catch by Reed. Like there was no reason Jordan should have thrown that ball. But what a heck of a throw. An even greater catch in my opinion. There was a lot going on in front of Reed that could have distracted them. One, there was a guy undercutting the route that actually ended up over pursuing for some reason, going over the top. And then as the ball is approaching Reed's hand, one of the defenders for the Rams, Lake, literally jumps on, basically almost jumps on the back of Jaden Reed, got his hands all over his helmet. I'm pretty sure he got his arm in front of Jaden Reed's eyes. But yeah, Reed able to concentrate, knew where the ball was going to be heading, and just hauled it in. Just an amazing job, man. Jaden Reed, man, this year he was great last year for a rookie. Dude, the guy is on a different level, especially when Jordan Love plays. He had a big game in week 1 against the Eagles, went over, I think it was over 140. And then last week, over 130 with Love coming back against the Vikings. And now hauls in a massive, massive catch here. Yeah, dude. Jaden Reed is looking like a phenomenal, just a phenomenal pick, man. Undersized receiver, but the guy plays like he's 6'5". I love it. And the kick is up, and it's going to be downed in the end zone. LA will start with the ball at the 30. Yeah, Reed just running down the seam there, basically the middle of the field, almost basically turned what it was initially a post route into basically a corner route, basically. And first pass goes to Tutu Atwell, who's going to get about 8 or 9 yards on the play. Nice throw by Matthew Stafford there to the right. And the clock is at 6:19, 6:18, 6:17, 6:16, 6:15 if you want to link it up. Two receivers to the right there. It's going to be fakes the handoff. Rams have a massive, wide open Atwell in the center of the field there. Big gain. Just bad coverage right there. Javon Bullard covering the sidelines when his man went straight down the middle here. And it's going to be a handoff. Broken tackle. Kerwin Williams, and he is going to be 15-10 inside the 10, down at about the 8-yard line. Huge run to the right side. It was completely untouched until he was taken down inside the 10. Bad over. That was let me see who was that. Quay Walker right there missing a huge tackle in the backfield. First and goal at the 8 for the Rams. Tight end in motion to the right. Toss. It's going to be down after a 3-yard gain to the 5. And this is not what you want. You do not want the Rams to be able to be comfortable running the ball. You want them to pass it. That's the word. They're missing two wideouts. Their pass protection is probably one of the worst in the league. You don't want Matthew Stafford to be able to keep holding onto the ball, having to buy time. If you can hand it off to Kerwin Williams, who is probably their best offensive weapon right now, that's going to be in their benefit. And it's going to be a run up the middle, and it'll be stuffed up after about 2 yards. Third and goal for the Rams. Ball is going to be at roughly the 3 to 2 yard line. Third and goal. Tight end in the motion to the left here. Stafford in the shotgun has time. It's going to find nobody. Throws it out the back of the end zone. And from the looks of it here, it looks like the Rams are going to go for it here on fourth down. And man, dude, Quay Walker, man, he just keeps on drifting to the wrong spot. And snap, Stafford pressured, and it's going to be incomplete. And then it's going to be a turnover on downs. Green Bay will get the ball back basically at the same spot that they had the ball to begin with. There's a little bit of contact there, but to me, it was not enough. The ball was not going to be catchable anyway. I think it was like 3 to 4 feet above the tight end's head. All right, Green Bay's defense obviously showing up on those last two drives here, even after giving up that big run to Kern Williams. It was great job. Stayed calm. Didn't try to panic. Didn't try to over pursue. I hope Quay Walker gets a little bit better at covering here because he's been a little rough on that drive, kind of drifting away from where the coverage should be rolled to. Obviously, missing that huge opportunity to bring down Williams in the backfield that allowed that big run. So Green Bay's offense will start with the ball at the 4, basically the same spot that they had when they scored the touchdown on that last drive. There's Emmanuel Wilson rumbling through that defense and going all the way down to about the looks like the 13-yard line. Second and 3, another handoff to Emmanuel Wilson, who is gonna be able to get away from a guy and gonna gain about a yard. Easily could have gone down for about 3 yards, but was able to get away from a defender and made the most of it. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Green Bay. Jordan under center, fakes the handoff, has to get the ball out quickly, and gonna get it to Jaden Reed, who unfortunately drops the ball. It was in his hands and is not gonna be able to haul it in. Great. It was a good pass by Jordan, but Reed, you can tell he took his eyes off the ball, was already ready to go, turn up field. These young guys, man, they gotta just bring it in, man. It's third down. Catch the ball, hit the ground. You don't. Not everything needs to be, an extra 5 or 10 yards. You got to pick your spots. If that was second down, yeah, look around, see what you can do. But on third down, just catch the ball, hit the ground, boom, get it over with. And Wayland's kick is up, but it looks like the play is blown dead. And it's going to be a penalty on the Packers here. Delay of game. So that'll cost Green Bay 5 yards on the punt there. And Rich Bisaccia, man, that seat is little by little, man. That seat on Rich Bisaccia is getting warmer and warmer. It seems like every week. And a high snap. And it's going to be a punt, but unfortunately, it's going to be another penalty here. Ball nearly went out of the back of the end zone for a safety there. Heck of a job by Whalen. I mean, heck, if we need a wideout, man, get Whalen back there. Look at those hands. Dude, he caught that ball with fingertips, no gloves. No gloves either. I don't know what it was. It's still 4th and 7, so I don't know what's going on here. It's going to be not as good of a punt as it was before because it's going to be inside Packer territory down at the 45. And there's another flag as well. So 3 consecutive flags. The the referees were like, "Hey, we're not going to be the only people not scoring here. We're going to throw some flags." And this is going to help out the Packers as it is a holding penalty on the Rams. So that'll move them back here. And that holding penalty was on Robert Rochelle. Sorry, it was on the Rams, but they were holding Robert Rochelle. So that'll make that bad punt a little bit better. All right, let's look around the league here, look at some scores while we are on commercial break. So Baltimore coming back to win that game after trailing at 1 point, 14-24. They were able to tie it up before the the end of the game. They were able to get the ball first, but then they fumbled it to Cincy in Baltimore territory. Cincy, all they needed to do was just kick a field goal, basically, but they ran a couple plays, made it a little bit easier, and then unfortunately, the kicker missed a huge chip shot field goal, basically. Gave Baltimore. Let me see here. Let me double check. Come on, give me the play-by-play. Yeah, so they had it in Baltimore's 38. Ran the ball, couldn't get anything. They only got 3 yards. It was still a 52-yard kick. Sorry, I said chip shot. I thought they were a lot closer. Actually, I thought I read they were at the 28. So it was a 53-yard field goal, and McPherson just unable to make it. And Baltimore was able to get the ball back, march down the field a little bit, and then kick the game-winning field goal. And that drops the Bengals to 1-4, man. And Matthew Stafford under center, ball at the 45. And who is that, man? He is weaving his way through. Is that Williams again? Williams with, oh no, that was, oh, Karam. That is the former Michigan Wolverine with a run to the right. Packers undisciplined in their gap, completely overrunning the play. And he is able to get all the way inside Packer territory to the 43. Fakes the handoff, but the play is dead. And it looks like it's going to be a false start on the Rams that'll move them back to the 48. First and 15. Stafford in the pistol. Tutu Atwell in motion here. Gets the ball out quickly to Atwell, who is going to be downed just inside the 45. It'll be second and 11. Ball at the 44. Receiver in motion. Stafford under center. Another receiver in motion, this time Atwell. And the pressure is getting there. Nope. It's going to be a screen to Karam. Sorry, Corum. Jesus. And he's going to get a decent amount of yardage, not a whole lot. And that is going to be the final play of the first quarter. It'll be 3rd and 3 when we come back in the second quarter. And I'm going to grab a little bit more water before we come back here. All right, we are back. 3rd and 2, ball at the 44 here. Sorry, at the 36 here. It's going to be a run, and it'll be a. Oh, they're saying he is down. Karen Williams, they're saying his knee was down. It's going to be just short. That's a good spot. Stafford under center. 2-2 out. Well, in motion. He's motioning back. And he is going to get the first down. Unfortunately, once again, Quay Walker just horrible pursuit, man. What are you doing, dude? If he goes straight for Williams, yeah, it's a tough one there. 1st and 10, ball at the 31. Atwell in motion, toss to Williams to the left. It's going to find some field here, and a gain of about 6 on the play. The Rams are running it down the Packers' throat on this drive. And the Packers' defensive runs have not been bad. They've been pretty solid against the run this season. A little bit better, not great, but they've been better than they have in the past. And right now, they're just the way they look. They look like they have. Looks like Joe Barry's still the defensive coordinator at this point. And pressure, and it's going to be incomplete. Throwing it deep down the left side there. Nixon was there in coverage. Luckily, he didn't touch the receiver. Oh, actually, he might have gotten away with one, actually. Might have actually gotten away with some PI there, actually. I mean, he didn't turn around. He made a little bit of contact, but close. 3rd and 2. Stafford in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, and they got a bunch of blockers here. And Williams, once again, making something out of nothing there. Gets a big first down. Packers just nobody pursuing to the ball. Javon Bullard blitzing, trying to get to the quarterback when it was, I mean, it was so 5 runs, 3 passes, 39 yards. Most of them have been on the ground here. 1st and 10, ball at the 16-yard line. They hand it off to Tutu Atwell on the end around, and he is going to be able to get 8 yards on the play. McKinney on the tackle. Second and 3. Packers have 6 on the line here. Tight end in motion. They're going to pass. They're going to run it here with Corum, who's going to be able to muscle his way inside the 5, and we'll get a Rams first down. And LA is just slowing this game down. They're not going to be in any rush. If they have to run 2 or 3 yards per play down the field, that's what they're going to do. They're going to keep Jordan Love on the sidelines, keep him, out of rhythm. And Quay Walker yelling at somebody down there, and it's going to be close to a touchdown. It's going to be inside the 1. I don't know what Green Bay is celebrating right now. There's like 3 guys like acting like they stopped them here. It was a first down run, man. They still got 3 more chances here. And it's going to be a hand up the middle, and I don't think he got it. It's going to be another stop by the Packers here. It'll force another 3rd and goal. I mean, that ball was just inches away. Inches away. He might have actually lost half a yard. So the play clock is under. The game clock is under 10 minutes here. Receiver in motion, and Williams throws himself into the end zone, and that is a Rams touchdown. Great blocking by the Rams there. Just doing a nice job of stopping that penetration and giving Williams just enough to be able to just dive in there. And with 9:47 left in the half, LA puts up another point here, and it is a tie 7-7 game here. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, no wonder we were not playing amazing. I didn't have any of my Packer stuff on. No jersey, no flag. Sorry, guys. That's my fault. Won't happen again. Won't happen again. So we should be good now. Jordan Love's going to throw a touchdown on his first pass here. And then we're going to get a Xavier McKinney interception on the next play for the Rams. That'll be his 5th of the season. So don't worry. We're good. Sorry, guys. I was a little rusty here. A little rusty. Hey, we got ourselves a game over there in Las Vegas. Denver, 10-10. Arizona with San Francisco, they're tied at 10-10 as well. Seattle, New York, 7-7. Man, we got some tight games here. Are all the afternoon games tied right now? Because the Packers and the Rams are tied at 7-7 right here. All right, we got ourselves a couple games going on. I like it. All right. So the kickoff will be coming up here in a couple seconds. So one thing to look for, Green Bay has been trying to feature Wicks quite a bit here. The first pass went to first play of the game actually went to him, but Jordan Love underthrew it. Uh, Wicks was running a nice crossing route to the left, and if Jordan puts it on him, man, that is going to be a huge gain and potential run as well. So 9:47 left in the half here. Jordan is see in the pistol, Jacobs in the backfield, Wicks in motion to the right. Gets it to Wicks and another pass that is going to be incomplete. And similar to the first route that Wicks ran, the ball falls short. So it's either Wicks is going a little bit too deep and he needs to flatten that route out a little bit, or Jordan is just underthrowing him. So 2nd and 10, ball at the 30. Jacobs gets the handoff, and he is going to be taken down in the backfield for a loss of, looks like 2, potentially 3. There is a flag on the field, though. And it's going to be holding on Green Bay. So either way, it was not going to be a good play for Green Bay. So I think looks like the Rams are going to decline, and they're going to take the 3rd down. There we go. Once again, penalties coming back to haunt the Packers. I think this is it's either their 2nd or their 3rd penalty already in this game. Because I know they had one with Robert Rochelle on a punt. Then they had delay a game, and then they also had now this one as well. So 3rd and 14, ball at the 26. Jordan has to get the ball out quickly to Tucker Kraft, who is going to be taken down after a minimal gain at the 31. Rams sent 5. A lot of twists and turns here on the pursuit. And that is the Packers' third three and out. They had a 3 and out in their first drive, scored on their second drive, and now the last two have been a quick 3 and out. Not an amazing punt by Daniel Whalen, but it was solid. Ball is going to be spotted at the 30, 8:26 left in the half. I mean, you have to wonder how Christian Watson and Romeo Dobbs being out is affecting this offense. Like Romeo, not even talking about the off the field stuff, just talking about him as a player. The guy is always running a solid route. Always seems to be able to be open on most of those routes that there's a little bit of a high low concept. Typically, you'll have Wicks, Christian Watson, maybe even Jaden Breed running a kind of like a go route during the seam. And then just underneath that, Romeo loops inside to give Jordan Love or even Malik Willis the option to, if the top is not there, pop it down, gain, 10 to 15 yards. And I think they're missing that aspect right now. And it seems like a lot of the routes that Romeo would be running, they're giving it to Wicks. But him and Wicks are not, him and Wicks and Jordan Love are just not on the same page right now. So both of those passes just about like 2 yards too short. Once again, is that a Jordan Love thing? Is he now not putting it where it needs to be? Or is Wicks basically kind of rounding out that route too much where he's kind of drifting further back than what is necessary? All right, we are back from commercial break here. Receiver in motion, toss to Williams, who breaks a tackle, breaks another, and he's going to be good for about 8 yards on the play. And the Packers just seem so slow right now getting to the ball, especially in the run game. They are not looking solid. And they get it out to number 86, who breaks a tackle and is going to get the first down. They had him in the backfield, and two guys just completely whiffed on the tackle, and he literally stumbles his way forward for about 3 extra yards, enough for the first down. Yep, McDuffie basically took out Williams. Oh man. Ball is at the 43, first and 10. Tutu Atwell in motion. It's going to be a screen, and it goes nowhere there. Trying to get the ball to number 87, Allen. It'll be second and 10. Allen got tied up with Lucas Van Ness. And Robert Rochelle, the corner that was elevated or signed because of the injuries to Jair and Carrington Valentine. He's out with a stinger, and Stafford looking, throws, and he finds Robinson for a huge first down. Nixon on the coverage. He's going to be taken down at the 40-yard line. The Rams are looking good on offense. The Packers are looking awful. Running, passing, they do not have any answers right now. And there's going to be a handoff to Williams, who's going to be able to get only about a yard, maybe two on the play. Two receivers to the right. Stafford in shotgun. Williams shifts up behind the right guard here. Receiver in motion, and it's going to be a gain of about 7. That is to the tight end, number 84, Long. And Matt LaFleur looks frustrated right now. Two receivers to the right. Matthew Stafford in the shotgun. Tight end in motion. It's going to be a handoff, and he's going to be able to get enough for the first down. That is Williams again, who is just getting the tough yards. He already has 12 carries for 67 yards in this game. And the Rams are just eating away at this clock. We are already under 5 minutes in this half. And this game started less than an hour ago. It started at 3:26 roughly, and it's barely 4:20. 4:22. And tight end in motion to the left. They throw it to the left. Williams gets busted in the backfield. Great job by Quay Walker getting there first, and then the rest of the defense was able to finish off Williams. And it looks like it's going to be a loss of about 5, maybe 6 on the play. So 2nd and 16. Stafford in the empty set here. No pressure from anywhere. And Javon Bullard on the coverage, trying to get it to his tight end for a minimal gain, but it's going to fall incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 6. And that was to Parkinson. And Javon Bullard, he got there a little early. Luckily, they didn't call that as a PI there. For the most part, it looks like the refs are kind of letting them play a little bit. So once again, 3rd and 16, two receivers to the right. And Matthew Stafford, a little angry. He was trying to get that ball out early, and the Rams are going to use their first timeout here. Oh, sorry, they're saying Green Bay is going to use their timeout. Stafford must have seen something he liked. .349 left in the half here. So 3rd and 16. Packers have 5 on the line. And they're sending the blitz here, and they're going to bring Matthew Stafford down, and that is Edgerrin Cooper, the rookie out of Texas A&M, with the sack. Phenomenal job, man. I love it. Looped around the entire offensive line, able to get an arm on Stafford, didn't let it go, and brought him down to the ground for a sack. And that's going to be a 10-yard loss, so it'll be 4th and 16. And then basically knocked them out of field goal range. They were inside the 30 before that sack. And Reed is just going to fair catch the ball. He's going to be around the 10 or 11. All right. So the Packers have enough time here to get a nice drive going. Have about 3 minutes, but they have 2 timeouts. But yeah, what have you guys thought about this game so far? Right now, the Rams seem to be in control. Um, Packers finally kind of got something going here defensively towards the end of there. But man, this Packers offense, man, they need to get going. The running game is it's fine right now. It's 9 for 39, a little over 4 yards per carry. But the passing game, there's nothing there right now. Jordan Love, 4 of 8, 69 yards. Him and Dontavian Wicks have not been able to connect with each other. Jordan, once again, it's either the passes are a little off or his receivers are not where they are meant to be. Both of Wicks's incomplete passes were short. Tucker Crafts was too far ahead of him. And then one of them for Jaden Reed was just a straight up drop. It was a good throw by Jordan Love, put it right on him on 3rd down, but Jaden took his eyes off the ball and then just dropped it. So yeah, this team, they're solid, man, but they gotta get going on offense. They cannot keep starting slow. That's what killed them. Basically, that's what killed them last year early on, and that's what killed them during that game last week against the Vikings. So even if they can't get a touchdown here, I think a field goal, a long drive, just make sure that the Rams can't get the ball here before the half ends because they do get the ball to start the second half. So the last thing you want is to give them an opportunity to put up points, basically double dip before you can get the ball back in the second half. The only good thing is this game is close. It's not like the Vikings game last week. So if the Packers can get something going in the second half, then they'll be fine. But we'll see. Quick pass to Reed to the left, and he is going to be taken down after a minimal gain of about 2 or 3. Second and 7. Ball at the 13-yard line. Jordan Love in the shotgun. 2 backs in the backfield. And it's going to be a false start on the Packers. And again, penalties just killing this team. And that is on Dontavian Wicks. So that'll move them back 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 12. Ball will be spotted at the 8. Wicks in motion to the left. Jordan in the shotgun. Rams send pressure, and it's going to be batted down at the line. Luckily, nobody was there to intercept that ball. Not a good job by Jacobs, man. Horrible job. Didn't keep his feet moving when he was trying to block. So 3rd and 12, 2:12 left. Remember, Rams have all three timeouts here. Last thing you want to do is, and Jordan is going to be intercepted, and it's going to be for a touchdown. That play looked awful from the beginning. Backside was not covered up by anybody. Jordan got hit, almost was a safety, and as he was falling away, he tried to throw it away or try to throw it out of bounds, and defender was right there to pick it off, and he just literally all he had to do was take 2 steps, and it was right in the end zone. It reminded me of the, what was it, the Kyler Murray interception in the playoffs the last time they were there. Remember, like, it was, like, right basically, it was the same freaking play. Man, it was literally the worst thing you could have done. The worst thing you could have done. Throw an interception for a touchdown. You have basically 2 minutes to try to score something here. Otherwise, the Rams are gonna be able to potentially score again to start the second half, and now you're gonna be down big again heading into the second, half here, but the extra point is blocked, or at least it was, missed here. I can't tell if it was a bad kick or just a blocked. Let's see here. So let's look at the replay here. And nope, it was just a bad kick. It went wide left. Man, and Jordan, I feel like he should have sensed that pressure there. I mean, it was bad. It was not a good block by anybody on the offensive line. Man, you just gotta throw it away, dude. Just or take the I don't know. Throw it away sooner. Oh man. Not what you want to see. All right. And the kick is up. And it'll go out the back of the end zone. Green Bay will start at the 30. So the good news is we have 2 minutes, two timeouts, and an opportunity to put up points before the half. But Jordan has not looked good in this game. 5 of 11, barely over 70 yards, 0 touchdowns, and once again, another interception. And that is his 5th of the season, I believe. It's going to be a handoff to Jacobs, who go up the middle for a gain of about 5. And that'll be at the 2-minute warning here with 1:56 left in the half. Green Bay down 7-13 with the Rams getting the second half kickoff. All right. While we're waiting a little bit here, so obviously some key inactives for the Packers. We talked about Christian Watson. We talked about um, Romeo Dobbs as well, but then we also have Jair Alexander out and Devontae Wyatt out, which is probably a big reason why this defensive line is kind of struggling to not only stop the run but also generate a little bit of pressure in the passing game. So I was actually wrong. Carrington Valentine is in this game, but Jair is still out. So 2nd and 5, receiver in motion. It's like going to be a handoff to Jacobs, and he is going to be taken down for no gain on the play. And clock keeps rolling. Packers are snap the ball. Jordan has time. It's going to throw it deep down the field, and it's going to be incomplete. But there is a flag, and I'm pretty sure they caught the Rams subbing here. Unfortunately, nobody ran a deep route for Jordan to throw to here. And too many men on the field. And that'll be a first down for Green Bay. Ball is at the 41, 1st and 10, empty set. Quick pass. It's going to be to Bo Melton for a first down. They're inside Rams territory. Clock is going to be under 115. Green Bay still has 2 timeouts. Ball is spotted just ahead of the 48-yard line. 3 receiver bunch to the left. Jordan quick pass gets it out to Malik Heath. And Malik Heath thought he actually, even though he went out of bounds, he thought he might have come back to get that ball, which would have kept the clock rolling. But they're saying he was able to do it correctly, stop the clock. So the clock stops at 103. That's a gain of 7 on first down. Ball is just short of the 40. Jordan looking, finds Jaden Reed down the middle, and that is going to be inside the 25 down to about the 22. Clock is going to be under 50 minutes here. Keeps on rolling. Once again, Green Bay still has 2 timeouts. Jaden Reed, 4 catches for 77 yards. And it's going to be a handoff to Jacobs, who is going to get just inside the 20. And Green Bay looks like they're going to use their second timeout to stop the clock at 37 seconds. Man, I understand the run, but I don't like it. Like, granted, I would be saying that, would I be saying that if they gained, 15 yards? But I don't know, maybe I would have liked them to run one more play before they use that second timeout, but you know, the ball is going to be at the 19, 2nd and 7, and now the Rams use their first timeout. Obviously, trying to get a look at what Green Bay was going to do here. All right. Second and 7. Jordan in the shotgun, two receivers to the right. Reed looping back, and it's going to be a fumble, unfortunately. Jordan Love throwing that ball backwards, but luckily it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a loss of. Wait, what are they saying here? No, the clock should still be rolling. It was a backwards pass, so there should have been a fumble here. Yep, there we go. So it'll be third and 20. The ball, unfortunately, is going to be all the way back at the 33. Lost 13 yards. I legitimately don't. I did not like that play, man. That was just too many guys underneath. Jaden Reed was in the back, who basically was running a screen. He had, I guess, like a blocker there as well. It's like, get people downfield, man. The more bodies you can have for Jordan, man, the more you're gonna have to be able to get in the end zone. Especially Jaden Reed. He's one of our best. He's literally our best wideout right now. Jordan has to get the ball out quickly too, man. He's been holding on to the ball way too long. Just get it out, man. Get it to Reed. Just throw it to Reed right away. Once again, the worst thing you can do is basically do that or turn the ball over. Even if you get the ball out to Jaden Reed and he only gains a yard, it's all right. Boom, boom, boom. Get it going. So now it's going to be third and 20, ball at the 33. And so we had a long pause because Matt LaFleur wanted an explanation. Now Sean McVay wants an explanation. So since it was a backwards pass under 2 minutes, Green Bay either had a choice to use their final timeout or keep the clock rolling, which is what they're going to elect. And now the Rams use a timeout. And the clock is stopped at 16 seconds. And they moved it back to 20 seconds. I don't know what the heck is going on here. So third and 26 here. Ball all the way back at the 38. Quick pass to Dontavian Wicks, who's going to get it inside the 30. And most likely that'll be the final play before the Packers use a timeout here and bring Narvison in for what will be a relatively long field goal for him. This drive was looking phenomenal, and then just penalties and just bad play calling, in my opinion, or at least bad execution for sure. Awful execution. Jordan really just needs to get the ball out, man. Just get the ball out of your hands. All right. This will be a 46-yard attempt for the rookie. He has all of his misses have been from 46 yards, or sorry, from within 50 yards. So we need him to make this to make it a 3-point game here. And the Rams will use their final timeout to try to ice the young man. And Narvison actually ran all the way to the sideline and then ran backwards. Takes a deep breath. Taking a while to set himself, but see how it goes. And the kick is up, and it is solid, almost right down the middle. And Green Bay gets 3 points before the half. And that was rough. Those final 3 minutes were rough for the Packers here. Yeah, LaFleur is saying right now they're not executing and they seem flat as a team. I can't disagree with him at all. I don't know if is it the Romeo Dobbs stuff? Is it, feeling like they are making too many mistakes, so now they're letting themselves get in their heads about not executing? Obviously, we've had Jaden Reed drop. We had some couple Wicks plays that just weren't there. Jordan Love making some bad throws, or bad decisions at the very least. So yeah, man, they just got to get out of their head, man, and just play. Right? They're not down 7-28 like they were last week, so they're only down by 3. If they can get a stop here, get the ball right back, now you're in position to take the lead and move on from there. Flush the mistakes. It's a pick six. It happens. Get it over with. All right. So while we're at halftime, let's look at some of the halftime scores here around the league. So with the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos, a couple seconds into the third quarter here, we have Denver leading Las Vegas 13-10. Arizona and San Francisco at one point was tied at 10-10, but now it looks like San Francisco is up 23-10, man. They are looking solid right now, and that Seattle and New York game is tied at 10-10. So nothing too crazy here. Let's look at the Broncos game. Let's look at the box score. Bo Nix, 10 of 17, 105, no touchdowns, no interceptions either. And Gardner Minshew, 10 of 13, a buck 16, and a touchdown with a pick as well. We're at Arizona. Brock Purdy, 12 of 23, almost 50% there. 165, one touchdown, zero interceptions. Kyler Murray struggling, 8 of 15, zero touchdowns, one interception. But Kyler does have 66 yards rushing on just 3 carries. His biggest run was a 50. Jordan Mason doing what he's done ever since they put him in the lineup. 7 for 49, averaging 7 yards per carry. Insane. All right. Brandon Ayuk, 6 for 15. Finally, he's trying to finally playing up to that contract a little bit here. Chris Barnes for the Cardinals here was able to get a sack. That's a former Green Bay Packer there. And it looks like that's the only sack of the game so far. Who had the interception? That was Nick Bosa with the pick. He went 30 yards. Holy cow. Oh, no. Oh, that's why McPherson missed it. The snap was awful. The hold was awful, actually. Joe Burrow, 5 touchdowns on the day. Lamar with 4, man. Dude, that was a crazy game. I should have streamed that one. And the Texans getting a win here. But yeah, back to the Packer game here. I mean, offensively, the Packers just need to slow down. I feel like they're just trying to just throw it down the field at any point. They haven't established the run, even though the running game is okay. 4 yards of carry, not amazing, but it's been okay. And then throwing the ball, man, they've just been struggling a lot. Seems like Jaden Reed is really the only guy that can really get open for any amount of yardage. But the other thing too is the penalties, man. The penalties. They had penalties on defense. They had penalties, especially on offense and special teams, that are killing them. Those are and it's one thing. It's similar to what they were doing early on in the game against the Colts. It's one thing if you get a penalty, moves you back 5 yards, 10 yards. Not great, never good, kills the flow. But it's another thing when it takes away a big gain, whether it's a big run, whether a gain of 5 or 8 or something like that. Not only are you losing the yardage, but then you're moving backwards. And basically, you're losing 20 yards or more. It's like stop beating yourself up, and that's what the Packers have been kind of doing through the early part of this season. Man, the turnovers have been around, especially with Jordan Love, unfortunately. But with the penalties have been just killing them every single game. Even in the games that they were winning against Tennessee, they had penalties early on. Against the Colts, they had those big penalties in the first, I would say the first half. They got better in the second half, but it was still wiped away a couple touchdowns, wipe away some big plays. So I don't know. I don't know what they got to do. It's coaching, execution. They got to really tighten up because it's only a 3-point game, but it can get a lot worse. Once again, the last thing you want is to have a guy like Matthew Stafford, and I've said this about Kirk Cousins. I've said this about quarterbacks that have been around the league a long time. If you give those guys opportunities, keep the game close, they're going to make you pay. Does it mean it's going to be a guaranteed loss? No. But trust me, the back end of that game is going to be a lot more stressful, and then the margin for error is going to be so much tighter with guys that have been around as long as Matthew Stafford has. He's seen a lot. He's probably seen almost everything you can probably throw at him. So the last thing you want to do is be able to give him the ball with a chance to win it, whether that's a field goal or a touchdown. You want to be able to have him try to chase the game. You want to be up by 7 or more. So he has to make some of those throws that he does not want to make. Try to fit the ball into those tight windows that, McKinney, maybe Carrington Valentine, somebody can make a play on it. But and it looks like we are almost back here. It'll take a second here. All right. We are heading back into this game here. Hopefully, Green Bay can make a big statement on defense here. Get the ball back, give Jordan Love and that offense an opportunity to get back into rhythm. Narvison's kick is up. It's going to be short. It's going to be in the landing zone here, and Green Bay's going to be able to bring him down for a minimal, sorry, not minimal. It's going to be just short of the 30, down at the 28. First and 10, toss to Williams to the left. He's going to gain about 5 yards on the play. Second and 9. Sorry, second and 4. My apologies. Stafford fakes the handoff, finds his man, and he's going to be able to break a tackle, but Kenny Clark is going to be able to bury him just before he can get the first down. Third and 1. Tight end in motion here. Fakes the handoff. Has time. Has a man wide open. 40, 35 down to the 31. And that was Whittington, who was in motion and then motioned back to the left in between the tackles and just literally spilled out wide open, nobody covering him. I mean, it's a great play concept, but just an awful job by Green Bay. And it's going to be a handoff to Williams, who's going to be able to barrel through for a gain of about 4 on the play. Second and 6 on the play. Toss to Williams, who's going to be able to get 3 more yards. And there's a fumble on the play. And Green Bay has it. It's Xavier McKinney coming up with the play. And that is exactly what this Packers defense needed to do. And of course, who is it? It's going to be X. X has been doing it all season long. And McDuffie, got to give him credit. Great job slapping that ball loose. And Xavier McKinney coming up with the fumble recovery. So it's not an interception, but the man has now been able to get his hands on the ball 5 times in 5 consecutive games. I mean, interception, fumble recovery, whatever, it's a turnover. The dude is just always around the ball, always able to make a play on the ball. Once again, McDuffie, great job slapping that ball away. He was not even in a position to make a tackle, but he knew he could try to make a play on the ball. He saw it. And then McKinney scooping it up, running a little bit, just a couple yards, nothing crazy. And that's exactly what they needed. Now it's time for this offense. Get it going. Get Jordan in rhythm. Get the running game going as well. You don't have your top two wideouts? Fine. Get the running game going. Get the other guys involved, and that passing play action is going to open up hopefully. Oh, sorry, that wasn't McDuffie. That was JJ Inakbari with the forced fumble. My bad. I'm giving credit to the wrong man. And handoff to Jacobs to the right, and he's going to be able to get about 5 yards on the play. Second and 6. Orbit motion fakes the handoff to Reed. Wide open Tucker Craft. 34, 25, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Green Bay. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Beautiful. I love it. It's exactly what they needed to do. Exactly what they needed to do. And that is Tucker Craft, if I didn't say it. I was just so excited. Oh my God. He was so wide open. Just a beautiful crossing route heading to the left side. Jordan put it right on him. Tucker Craft able to stiff arm a guy and then just put on the burners and outran everybody. Great job, everybody. Phenomenal. Tucker Craft, 2 for 71 now. And the extra point is good. And just like that, in 2 plays, baby, bah, Green Bay on top, 17-13. And Dontavian Wicks was also there blocking down the field. He was able to spring Tucker Craft loose. Jaden Reed, there we go. Give him credit. That was a huge block. If he doesn't, Tucker Craft does not score. He gets a big amount of yardage, but does not score. So shout out to Dontavian Wicks with that beautiful block. I will be right back. Woo. All right, we are back. Narvinson's kick is going to be in the landing zone. We're going to get a return here, and Javon Bullard just stonewalling the returner there. It's going to be a game. It's going to be at the ball at the 27 there. Phenomenal concept. Phenomenal concept by LaFleur, man. Tucker Kraft, man. That dude's freaking fast as heck, man. That is the longest touchdown by a tight end since 2012 for the Green Bay Packers. It's going to be a handoff to Williams, who's going to barrel through all the way, gain of about 6 or 7. No, sorry, 6 on the play. So Tucker Kraft with a huge 66-yard touchdown reception, catch and run. Dontavian Wicks was also there blocking for him, sprung him loose. Just an amazing job. Now the Packers, once again, defensively, need to be able to get pressure on Matthew Stafford. They had not done that the entire game. So they send 5. They got some pressure. They made a move. They have a man open, and it's going to be incomplete. Ball was slightly underthrown, and we had the rookie Williams, number 33, on the coverage. Trying to get the ball to Tutu Atwell. Went right through his hands. Great job by Williams. Solid pressure on Matthew Stafford. Took a shot. So it'll be 3rd and 5. Rams are 4 for 8 here. A little bit of motion. Packers send somebody, but nothing going here. And they are going to be able to get the first down, but barely here. Stafford able to dump it down to his tight end. $9.49, $9.48, $9.47, $9.46, $9.45, $9.44. If you want to sync it up with me. Stafford under center gets the handoff to Williams, who is going to be taken down after a gain of about 3. 2nd and 7. Stafford in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. Has time, finds a man, and he's going to be open for a first down. That is to number 19, Smith. His first time catching a pass today. First and 10, ball at the 48. Stafford dumping it down, and there's a lot of pressure there. Finally, Green Bay's trying to get a little bit more pressure. Fortunately, they had to send almost the entire defense to do it, but hey, it was an incomplete pass. Stafford basically just dirting that ball. All right. Stafford in the shotgun here. Two receivers to his left. Tutu Atwell motioning to the left as well from the right. And pressure. Gonna find nobody. Robinson just about a half step slow on that one. And Matthew Stafford is kicking himself. He's pointing at himself. He's like, no, that's on me. Overthrew Robinson, who was running a nice little corner route. Would have been a huge gain. All right. 3rd and 10. Green Bay has 5 guys on the line here. They send 4. They have somebody, and it's going to be intercepted by Xavier McKinney, who has a lot of room. He's got some blockers turning up field here, and he's going to be taken down at the 45. And X gonna give it to you. 5 interceptions in 5 games. Tack on a fumble recovery, and Xavier McKinney is being at this point. This guy's going to be making only $1 million per interception if he keeps this going. We're paying this guy what, 18 million? He's on pace for almost 20 interceptions. I'm pretty sure. I love it. Can we give this guy a lifetime contract? I don't care. He could be 45 years old and be back there. I don't care. Put him in the Packer Hall of Fame already. Holy cow, man! 5 interceptions in 5 games. I can't remember the last time a Packer had 5 interceptions in a season. I, I mean, no. Keep the flag. Keep the flag up. Um, Charles Woodson, he had what, 8 or 9 in that season. He won defensive MVP in 2009. I'm trying to think here. Nick Collins, I know he had a 6 or 7 game. 6 or 7 interception season. Was it back in 2007? I think. I'm pretty sure. Um, Man, I'm trying to think here, man. When's the last time a Packer had that many? I know Casey Hayward. Has to be Casey Hayward. 2012, 2013. That might be the last time a Packer had that many interceptions in a season. All right, we gotta look this up here. We gotta look this up because Xavier McKinney is fast approaching. Has to be close to a record here. I mean, once again, interceptions are, you never know when they might dry up, but holy cow, it ain't happening today. It ain't happening today because X gonna give it to you. And Xavier McKinney is the first player since 1970 with 5 interceptions in his first 5 games. Green Bay will get the ball at the 46, fakes the handoff, gives it to Jaden Reed on a toss, and he will get a first down. It was a nice, beautiful end around to the right. Jaden Reed nearly 97 total, nearly 100 total yards from scrimmage for Jaden Reed today. And snap in the pistol, gives it to Jacobs, who spins out of a tackle and is going to be taken down after about a 2, maybe 3 yard gain. All right. Jordan in the shotgun, read in motion, gives it to Jacobs, and Jacobs scrambling gets away from a man, and he's going to be down at the 20 after a beautiful screen pass to the right. Almost got taken down by a defensive lineman after what would have been only maybe 3 or 4 yards, but able to stiff arm him to the ground and keep his legs up and down to the 20. That is a first down for Jacobs, man. Holy cow, man. The Packers are rolling right now. First and 10, Jordan under center. Emmanuel Wilson with a toss, evades one guy, and he's going to cut it inside down to about the 14-yard line, gain of 6 by number 31, Emmanuel Wilson. And that was a Verse who nearly blew that play up in the backfield. He was so close, he almost snatched the ball out of the air from that toss. All right. Second and 4, ball at the 14. Tight formation, single back, gives it to Emmanuel, who's going to cut inside for a big first down. He's going to be down at about the 8. So it'll be first and goal for Green Bay here. Jordan in the shotgun. Bo Melton in motion to the left. Gets the handoff, delayed handoff to Jacobs, who is going to get maybe 2 yards on the play. All right. Two receivers to the right. Jordan dropping back, gets the ball to Tucker Kraft in a nice little screen, and he is going to be short of the end zone. They're saying he's going to be a yard short. All right. Let's look at the replay here. He was close. He was very close. Oh, or either way, I think it's going to be a lot closer than what the see here. Down, it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be, like, literally right on the line. The spot should be a lot better. Should be almost a half a yard closer. Alright, looks like the refs are reviewing it, and they're saying it's a touchdown now. And that is Tucker Kraft's second touchdown of the game, and for the second time, Green Bay scores a touchdown off a Xavier McKinney turnover in this game. Let's look. Come on. Knees are up. Ball. I think it's either way. It was a close one. It's either literally, and I mean inches. I mean like 2 or 3 inches short, or it's a touchdown. But they're calling it a touchdown. It was reviewed, and the kick is up right down the middle. And Green Bay is taking a 24-13 lead with 3:55 left in the third quarter. It was looking rough, guys. It was looking rough here. So another phenomenal second half here for Green Bay. They started out very slowly last week, but then turned it on in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter. Now, again, they had a slow start. Luckily, they were able to minimize the impact. They weren't down 27-8. This time they were just down 10 to 13. But now they're starting to get rolling in the third quarter, something they have not really been able to do. The third quarter has not been amazing for the Packers, as well as the second quarter. They're mostly a first quarter, fourth quarter team. But right now, third quarter, 14 points, two big turnovers, some big plays in the passing game, as well as the running game is starting to get going a little bit here. So just keep it going, man. Keep it going. The big thing they've been able to do, especially on defense, has been able to minimize the running game. They've done a better job now forcing Matthew Stafford to throw, which has basically caused some of these turnovers. He's been overthrowing some guys. It's not there. So just continue to do what they need to do. And I doubt they're going to be. Uh, sorry, there's a weird Rams fan making a strange face here. So, um, but hopefully Green Bay can kind of keep this going, especially defensively. At this point, you have the lead. You have an 11-point lead. All you need is defense. All you need is defense. You don't need to score any more points if you don't need to. Just the defense needs to give us one more, two more big drives here, big stops, I should say, and we'll be in a good spot. And Blake Corum trying to find and whittle his way down, and he cannot. He'll be down at about the 27. I'm honestly trying to find the last time a Green Bay Packer had 5 or more interceptions. I believe it might have been I think it might have been Casey Hayward was the last guy that had no more than 4 interceptions in a game. Sorry, in a season. And Stafford trying to find somebody has to dump it down to Parkinson, and he's going to gain maybe 5 yards on the play. Seastrom, what's going on, man? Have the Packers, fingers crossed, things are looking absolutely, man. It was looking rough, man. It was looking rough to start the game. Jordan, just before the half, threw a pick six. And then the Packers, bunch of penalties in that second quarter, killed some drives. But right now, they have done great on defense. 2 turnovers on the first 2 drives. Packers have been able to get those in the end zone on offense. And it's going to be a not a screen, a flat route to Whittington, who's going to be close to the first down. They're saying he's a yard short. So 3rd and 1. How you doing today, Seastrom, man? Hopefully you're doing well, man, and hopefully we'll be able to chat here a little bit. Clock is going to be under 2:30. Shotgun, 2 receivers to the left. Tight end in motion. It's going to be a run up the middle here. And Williams, no, sorry, that's Blake Corum, the Michigan Wolverine. Is going to be able to get that first down, gain of about 3 on the play. Two players in motion moving into the left. Tutu Atwell again in motion. And nearly intercepted again. Matthew Stafford overthrowing it, and Xavier McKinney nearly coming down, which would have been his 2nd interception of the game, but his 6th of the year. Man, dude. And also McKinney, that would have been his 3rd turnover of the game. He already has a fumble recovery and an interception. Matthew Stafford just 14 of 25 today, man. He has been struggling in this third quarter. 2nd and 10, shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, and it's going to be an completed pass. It's going to be a completed pass, sorry, not incomplete. It's going to be real close. Keyshawn Nixon, yep, 2 feet in bounds. Keyshawn Nixon on the coverage there. I love Keyshawn, but he is not known for his tight coverage. Just a great route. Great route by Robinson. Good throw by one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL here. It's going to be a screen pass, and it's going to go nowhere. And then Keyshawn Nixon, what he does do best is blow up a play in the backfield there. Great job. Loss of 5. Keyshawn was the first guy there, and then Edgerrin Cooper, the rookie, able to finish off the play. And that's where Nixon lives, man, around the line. Sniffing out those screens, sniffing out when the quarterback is rolling, bringing him down for a sack. Keyshawn Nixon is one of the best in the NFL, in my opinion, of doing that. In coverage, he's okay, just not great. So 2nd and 15, ball at the 48. Rashawn Gary putting in some pressure and a good, solid play by the Packers defense, minimizing the damage of that flat route to the tight end. And that is going to be the end of the third quarter here in Los Angeles. Green Bay was coming in with a 10-13 deficit, 2 turnovers, 2 touchdowns on offense, and they are leading 11 points, 24-13 heading into the fourth quarter. So I'm going to grab a little bit of water here for the final quarter here. Do not go away. Please, if you're just joining us, like and subscribe. Lets me know that you like content like this. Get into the chat if you can. We're going to have some good times. No. You got to keep the flag up, man. Flag up. When I forgot to put the flag up, man, the Packers were rough. They were looking rough here. All right, yeah. Once again, I'm still trying to look up here. When was the last guy to have 5 or more interceptions in a season? So yeah, Casey Hayward, his first season in the NFL with Green Bay, 6 interceptions. That might have been the last time. 3rd and 6, ball at the 43 of the Green Bay. Pressure, and they are going to get to Matthew Stafford, and that is number 94, the man out of Ball State, Carl Brooks. And that'll be 4th and 14, a loss of 8 on the play. Just a beautiful dialed up blitz. Carl Brooks, love it. That's what he did in college, and that's now what he's doing. Now that's what he's doing in the NFL. So great job. The Rams are going to punt here. Punt is away. And Jaden Reed nearly bobbling that pass a little bit there. Or, sorry, the punt. But he's going to down it. I think it's going to be inside the 10. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I'm trying to find any other guys that might have had more than 5 picks, but I think that's the last time, man. 2012, 12 years ago was the last time a Green Bay Packer had more than 4 interceptions in a season. So right now I'm on Pro Football Reference here, looking. We got Johnny Gray. Hey, Johnny. I actually worked with Johnny Gray for a couple of years, doing some youth camps here in Wisconsin. Great dude. He sometimes he does. I don't know if he still does, but when I was working with him, he would do play-by-play calling on the local Green Bay Packer network for the preseason games. That's actually one of the guys that I talked to a little bit when I was interested in doing that as a career, and he was able to kind of give me some pointers, and I was able to use those when I was doing some announcing in college for the local teams in Milwaukee. So that was really fun. And but yeah, Johnny's a great guy. Great guy. He was a part of the board that when they won the Super Bowl. So every time he would come to the camp, he would bring his Super Bowl 45 ring, and let the kids look at it and things like that. And the kids were excited. I worked with him for I think it was like 7 or 8 years. Every single time he brought it, man, I was always excited to hold that ring in my hands. That thing was that thing was heavy, man. That thing was like a giant, like a little mini rock that you could just. That's all I'm saying, man. That was yeah, it was really cool to hold on to that ring for a little bit. Took some pictures. It was always fun. And Johnny was always a great guy. Great stories. Always had the kids entertained. Which when you're God, how old was Johnny at the time? He was probably in his late 60s, probably in his 70s. When you're trying to entertain, elementary kids to middle school kids, it takes a lot. And he was always able to entertain them for 20, 30, 45 minutes at a time. So it was always nice. So shout out to Johnny Gray, Packer legend, Packer Hall of Famer, one of the best. All right. 1st and 10, ball at the 7-yard line, and they're going to hand it off up the middle, gain of about 2. That was Jacobs on the carry. 2nd and 8, ball at the 9. 2 receivers to the left. Jordan in shotgun. Has some time, has some space, finds Dontavian Wicks open. And that's going to be a Green Bay first down at the 20 here. All right. Reed in motion. Fakes the pass, and it's going to be a handoff to Jacobs to the left. He's only going to gain about 2 yards on the play. It's okay. Keep the clock rolling. Keep the clock rolling. Speaking of the clock, it's at 12:25, 12:24, 12:23, 12:22, 12:21, 12:20, 12:19, 12:18, 12:17. If you want to sync it up. Shotgun, read in motion to the right, has a man, Tucker Craft underneath, breaks a tackle. It's going to get all the way out across the 30. It'll be a Green Bay first down. Tucker Craft, man, he is just having himself a game. All right. Ball at the 31. First and 10. Shotgun. Read in motion. Gets the end around, and there's going to be a penalty. It's going to be on Green Bay. False start. That was on number 18, Malik Heath. Pointing to himself. He's like, no, that's on me. All right, let's not go back to this. Come on. Come on. Come on. The good thing that happened on first down, so it'll be first and 15. Green Bay will have 3 shots to get 15 yards here. Clock is stopped at 11:28. Tight end in motion and trying to get it to Bo Melton with a really, really tight window there. Come on, Jordan. Just take what the defense gives you. There was a guy that was open on the left side there. Well, it's only going to get maybe 3 or 4 yards, but take the yardage, man. Take the yardage. And right now, Denver, they are smacking around. They are smacking around the Raiders. 27-10, apparently. And another flag there, and it looks like it's going to be... No, not a flag. It's going to be a timeout on Green Bay. Matt LaFleur not liking what he was going to see there. Sorry, they just updated the score on the Denver. It's 34-10. Arizona's making it close. It's 21-23. 6 minutes left in that game. They have the ball. The Giants are winning 23-13. That's what we need. We need some help knocking some of these teams that are ahead of us in the conference. And it's going to be a handoff to Jacobs, who is only going to be able to get 3 yards on the play. It'll be about 3rd and 12. Ball at the 30-yard line. Jacobs has not had a good game. He started out well, but now he has just 15 carries for 48 yards, averaging just a little over 3 yards a carry. The Rams are looking like they're sending a bunch of pressure here. They are. Jordan dropping back, rolling out. He's going to break a tackle, and he's going to be getting the first down on that big quarterback scramble. No flags, no flags, no flags, no flags, no flags, and that's going to be a first down for the Green Bay Packers. Great job. Rolling to his right. Had a guy, was able to pick up those knees, and it's going to be pretty close, but they're going to snap it. It's all good. It's going to give it to Jacobs, who is going to be able to hurdle a guy Gain of 8 on the play. They are at midfield here. And the clock is now under 10 minutes. All right, we are getting closer and closer here, baby. Great work by Jordan getting those legs up, and I love that he was able to run. Took a little bit of contact, nothing too crazy. That knee looks solid right now. So 2nd and 8, handoff to Jacobs, who's going to bounce it to the outside, gets the first down. Gain of 3 on the play. And once again, the clock keeps on moving. It's going to be under 9 minutes once they take the snap here. Jacobs is on the sidelines. Most likely we have Emmanuel Wilson here. Jordan in the shotgun, tight end in motion. And Reed on the end around here, but they're going to give it to Emmanuel Wilson, who cuts up the field, and he's going to gain about 5 yards almost on the play. The initial hole was definitely not there, bounced back, and then just hit another one. Gain of 4, they're saying. Packers have 114 rushing yards in this game. 2nd and 6, ball at the 42. Jordan in the pistol, hands it off to Emmanuel Wilson, who gains only a yard after a run. Wish it would have been a little bit more creative on that run there. So it'll be 3rd and 5 here. Still out of field goal range, in my opinion, here. Two receivers to the left. Bo Melton alone at the bottom of the screen. Jordan Love, shotgun. And it looks like a Rams player might have jumped here. See what the call is. Neutral zone infraction on the Rams. And that is going to give us enough yardage for a Green Bay first down. Oh, yeah, man. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Clock is rolling. It's going to be under 7:10 here. 7:13, 7:12, 7:11, 7:10, 7:09, 7:08, 7:07. If you want to link it up. Jordan is going to be under center here. Jacobs in the backfield. Jaden Reed in motion to the right. And Jacobs, they're going to call the play dead with a false start on Green Bay. Oh boy. All right, 1st and 15 again. And that was on Zach Tom for moving a little early there, shifting over a little bit. Once again, the penalties kind of hurting Green Bay. Luckily, they've been able to minimize those in the second half. I think there's only their 2nd penalty on offense at the very least. Does move the ball back at the 41. Fakes the handoff, gives the ball to Reed, but it's going to be just short. Rams defense were driving on the ball there, so I think Jordan was like, "Ooh, let's not put the ball in harm's way." The clock is stopped at 6:55 left in the game. Green Bay up by 11 points, 24-13. Second and 15. And Dontavian Wicks again with a drop. Ball was solid. It wasn't amazing. It was a little off, but he was trying to get that ball away from the linebacker, trying to throw it on Wicks' backside, but well within Wicks' frame to catch it. And it just bounced off his hands, man. So this will be a big third and 15. So the big thing here is one, unfortunately, the clock has been stopped the last two plays, but at this point, they need to be able to get a good play just to get into field goal range. And unfortunately, it's not going to be a good play. They're going to actually lose more yardage. They're trying to get a screen going with Emmanuel Wilson, and it's going to be a loss of about, it looked like 8 or 9 yards on the play. The only good thing is the clock is going to keep on rolling here. All right. Daniel Whalen, this is where you make your money, baby. Let's get that ball inside the 10. Punt is away. And it's going to be inside the 10, down at the 9. 6:02 left in this game. All right. One more big defensive stop for the Green Bay Packers here. Let's go. Jordan Love so far 15 of 24, 224, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick-6. And he's been sacked twice for 27 yards. Jacobs, not an amazing day on the ground, but enough to be effective. 17 for 60 yards, 3.5 yards, 1 touchdown, which is his first touchdown as a Green Bay Packer. Emmanuel Wilson, 6 for 24. Jaden Reed, 2 for 19. And then receiving, we have Tucker Kraft, 4 for 88, 2 touchdowns. Jaden Reed, 4 for 78. Jacobs, 1 for 21. Dontavian Wicks, 6 targets, but only 2 catches for 20 yards. He's had 2 drops, and then 2 that were, in my opinion, not the best throws by Love. But once again, was that the route? Was it the throw? Tough to know what it was. And then Malik Keith, 2 for 14. Bo Melton, 1 for 12. And unfortunately, Emmanuel Wilson, 1 catch for -9 yards. That was on the screen there. But Green Bay's defense, 2 sacks on the day, an interception, and a fumble recovery. Both turnovers were recovered by Xavier McKinney. He recovered the fumble that was forced by JJ Enigbari. JJ popped that ball out. Xavier McKinney picked it up, and then on the next drive, Xavier McKinney was able to get the interception. And Braden Narvison has made all of his kicks today. Knock on wood, he made 1 field goal and 3 extra points. All right, let's see what Matthew Stafford has done heading into this big drive. 17 of 28, 155, zero touchdowns, one interception, has been sacked twice for 17 yards. He's going to be throwing it to his tight end, Pickens, who's going to gain about 8 yards on the play. Gets the ball out to the 17. Obviously, the Rams are down by 2 possessions. They are not going to go into the huddle here. 4 receiver set. Matthew takes the snap. Ball is going to be short. It's going to fall incomplete. Goes right between the legs of his tight end. Clock stops at 5:37. 3rd and 2 for the Rams. Green Bay has 5 on the line, showing pressure. And they do, and it's going to be a run up the middle, and it's going to gain about 5 yards. It will be down to the 24 for the Rams. That was Kyren Williams there. Lucas Van Ness trying to run off the field here. And pressure. Green Bay able to bring down Weddleton. What's his name? Whittington, sorry. Whittington. But there's a flag on the field. And it's going to be on Green Bay for too many men on the field. And it'll be declined because obviously they gained more than 5 yards. And they're sending Javon Bullard on a blitz. And it's going to be a big gain by Whittington. Eric Stokes on the coverage. And another huge gain by Whittington. He's going to be tackled in bounds. So the clock keeps rolling, but gained a massive amount of yardage on that one. Ball at the 33. And another good pass by Tutu from Matthew Stafford to Tutu Atwell. Tutu Atwell. Gain of about 5 or 6 on the play. Goes out of bounds. Stops the clock. Another pass to Tutu. He's going to be tackled inside the 20 down to the 19. Clock keeps rolling. Not yet. Not yet. I'm not that skilled. I know there's one announcer. What was it, Harlan? I'm calling both games. Not there yet, man. But eventually one day I might call 2 games. Which game were you thinking of me calling here? Any thoughts? I know Monday night has 2 games going on at the same time here. And that was Sorry Pine there. Sorry, Tory Pins. Sorry Pins there. Sorry about that. It'll be 2nd and 2, ball at the 11. It's going to be a handoff to Kyren Williams, who's going to get down to the 6. It'll be a first down, first and goal. Clock is under 4 minutes here. All right, things are starting to get a little tight here. Rams have done a great job of maximizing these minutes here. Green Bay needs to big bull up here. Tackle them inbounds. Don't give up anything dumb. It's going to be a false start on the Rams, and they'll push him back a little bit here. That was on the offensive lineman, Kevin Dodson. Oh, the Niners Cardinals. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that is a good game right now. All right, let's see here. So first and goal, ball at the 11. Rams, four receivers, three to the right. Takes the snap, some pressure, and incomplete. And it's going to be a penalty on the defense, though. It's going to be pass interference. First down. It's going to be at the 1. All right, let's see here. Let's look at the 49ers and Cardinals game. First and goal, ball at the 1. And he's going to have a man in the end zone. Easy touchdown. Easy touchdown. It is 24-19. And Eric Stokes, man, again in coverage and again falling down. He fell down earlier on this drive that gave um, Whittington a huge third down conversion. And now he does it again here, man. Something tells me Eric Stokes will not be getting a second contract with the Green Bay Packers. He has been awful this season. So obviously the Rams are going for 2 to try to make this a 3-point game. All right. Purdy apparently throws and he's kind of trying to get it to Kittle and he's intercepted by White on the play. And the Arizona Cardinals are going to get the ball back with the lead with 1:10 left. They do not have any timeouts. And most likely, if this interception stands, Arizona is going to come away with a huge 1-point victory over their divisional rivals. Cardinals are going to move to 2-3, and the 49ers are going to drop to 2-3 as well. And Brock Purdy throwing 2 interceptions in this game. Tutu Atwell in motion to the right. 2-point conversion, ball at the 2. Atwell moving. He's going to be stopped just short. And Green Bay holds on and has a 5-point lead over the Los Angeles Rams. The nice little end around by Tutu, but luckily Carrington Valentine's doing a great job, did not get sucked up into the block. Was able to get away from his blocker and then bring down Atwell just short of the end zone. Huge play. But now we need the Packers offense to get a first down here. So Kyler takes a final knee, and the Cardinals are going to come from behind and beat the 49ers 24-23. Brock Purdy throwing 2 big interceptions in the second half here. And Arizona is going to go to 2-3 and knocking down their division rivals. Heck of a game. Heck of a game. And Pin, hopefully that was what you were looking for there, man. Probably not. All right. So 3:30 left in the fourth quarter. Rams have all their timeouts. They did not even have to use any of them on that drive. Green Bay won timeout, but at this point they're just trying to nurse a 5-point lead. What are they going to do? Are they going to run the ball, try to kill the clock? Obviously, try to use the Rams, have the Rams use their timeouts, or I mean, they're going to have to be aggressive. It's a 5-point lead. It's not, if it was 7 or 8, you may be like, oh, we'll just run the ball 3 times, let the defense see what they can do. But you're definitely going to have to be creative. Hopefully, we can get a nice return here. Yeah, man. What was the score at halftime? I think it was like 10-23 or something like that, or at least at one point during that game. But the Rams, man, Kyler Murray, dude. There's a reason he was one of the best quarterbacks up until before he really got injured. The guy can make plays, and there's talent on that team. Oh, I'm just watching the game losing interception there. Purdy, man, just got destroyed there. Oh, okay, yeah, 10-23, nice. Yeah, man, huge, great job by Arizona two's defense, holding them to no points in the second half. Got to give credit to them as well. All right. Jordan, 1st and 10, ball at the 30, under center. Tucker Crafts motions inside. And it's going to be Jacobs with a huge run. It's going to be a nice gain of 14. And that is big time right there. Huge, huge run. We get a couple more like that. And yeah, man. As a Packer fan, I'm not gonna cry about it. 49ers have broken my heart more than once. So, you know, tough, but eh, it is what it is, man. But yeah, man. Packers, I think the Rams just used their first time out there, stopped the clock with 3:23. That is the negative of getting a big run on first down. you know, but we'll take it. So we have a commercial break here with the timeout. Oh man, back is starting to get a little tight. Get a little tight. But what about you, Seastrom? What game are you watching? Are you watching this Packer game or are you watching something else? And that's Cowboys Steelers, man. I'm gonna be going obviously live for that one. That's gonna be a fun game. Um, Obviously the Cowboys gotta stop the run. They haven't done that really well. They also have to run the ball. But I think Dak is gonna have a big game, man. The way that Steelers defense looked last week, it did not look good. There you go. Always some good trash talk, man. You gotta have some of that, man. Gets the game going a little bit. It gets the blood flowing before the game. Green Bay closing in on 130 rushing yards so far. They only had 48 in the first half. They've had 80 in the second. And the Rams are mugging the line here. And pass is going to be incomplete. Jordan Love trying to get the ball out to Dontavian Wicks, but Kobe Turner just doing a great job of putting that big old meaty hand right up there. So unfortunately, that will stop the clock and preserve LA's touchdown timeouts there. Second and 10, ball at the 43. Going to be a handoff to Jacobs. He's going to go absolutely nowhere. And LA is going to use their second timeout here. It'll be third and 10. And I think you're going to have to put this in the hands of Jordan Love here. Heck yeah, man. No, that Steelers and Cowboys game, I think it's gonna be close. I don't see that Steelers defense being as dominant as they showed the first couple weeks. So I think Dak and CD are gonna be able to have a good game. I think it's just gonna depend on how the Steelers offense is able to move. If they're able to move, it's gonna be a very close game. If they can't, Dallas might be able to kind of run away. Third and 10, ball at the 43. Jordan in the shotgun, four receivers. He's going to throw it deep down the field to Wicks, who is not able to bring it in. Goes right through his hands. Dontavian Wicks, man, he had his man beat. The defender did a great job, got there just in time, but Wicks, he's got to bring that in, man. It literally goes right through his hands. Not what you wanted, man. Giving the Rams the ball with, I mean, it's going to be close to 3 minutes. They have a timeout. They have a 2-minute warning. And a awful punt by Daniel Whalen as well. Man, like I said, the last thing you wanna do is give a guy like Matthew Stafford, a guy who's been in the league, he's been in situations like this. The last thing you wanna do is make it close. You gotta put guys like this away. Kirk Cousins, he gets a lot of flack for, prime time, stuff like that. You've seen what he does when you don't put him away. Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, these guys, if you don't put them away, they're going to come back and bite you. So first and 10, ball at the 29, quick pass to Pickens, and Green Bay's trying to strip the ball out. Cannot. It's going to be close to a 9-yard gain. Clock is rolling under 2:40. Quick snap, obviously. Green Bay cannot get the ball. Great job by Stokes. Great coverage. Unfortunately, could not turn around. Otherwise, he might have been able to make a play on that one. So it'll be third and 1. Whittington almost got his hands on that one. So third and 1. Obviously, fourth down territory for the Rams. So they got 2 plays to get a first down here. And Kyren Williams nearly broke that one. It's still going to be a first down, but he could have had a lot more. So 2:15 on the clock, takes the snap. Pressure is non-existent. And that has to be a drop. And that is a drop. Whittington was unable to hold on to the ball as he landed. So 2nd and 10, 2:06. Green Bay showing pressure. They do, and it's going to be incomplete. Matthew Stafford trying to get it to Tutu Atwell. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Huge amount of pressure. Kenny Clark got in there from the middle, almost basically unblocked, and was able to bring down Matthew Stafford, give him a little shove, falls down on top of him. There you go. Take a little bit to get up. But Tutu almost got away. If that ball was thrown a little bit better, it would have gone to him. 3rd and 10, ball at the 45. It's going to be some pressure here, and it's going to be a nice pickup by the tight end. It's going to be very close to a first down. They're going to mark him just short. It'll be 4th down for the Rams, and it's going to be the 2-minute warning. Oh, man. Every time, man. Every time. What looked like was going to be potentially a little bit of a runaway, just a little bit in the 3rd quarter. Green Bay's offense can't get anything going in the 4th quarter. And now the LA Rams are driving potentially to take the lead here. Gotta keep the flag. Gotta keep the flag up. Here we go. Oh man, my back is starting to tighten up a little bit, but we're moving. We're moving. We're good. Still on the commercial break here. Obviously, depending on if they review this here, it'll be a 4th and about half a yard, maybe inches. The Rams have been able to run the ball relatively well. Granted, they haven't been able to break off anything massive in a while, but they've been able to pick up, 2 or 3, 4 yards pretty consistently. But I would not put it past the Rams to fake the handoff and then just try to find somebody downfield, even if it's only 5 yards down the field. All right. And Kyron Williams is going to be able to get the first down. He initially was stopped, but that second surge that kept those legs moving. So 1st and 10, clock is under a minute 40. No pressure. And it's going to be, is that a fumble? It's going to be an incomplete pass, apparently. Great job by Stokes. Just an amazing job by Stokes. Being aggressive, even after the catch, using his arms. And is that might be, let me see here. No, that is an incomplete pass. Whittington, so far, who has been phenomenal in this game, his last 2 receptions have just been popped off as soon as he hits the ground. All right, they're reviewing this, and the play is considered a catch. Hmm. All right, so it'll be 2nd and 5. Clock is going to continue to roll here. There's going to be a 10-second runoff for that. And Whittington is heading into the locker room, one of the Rams' biggest playmakers so far in this game. And this play is taking forever to get started. Come on. All right. Clock is under 120 here. Empty set. And Matthew Stafford is going to be brought down in the backfield for a huge sack. Preston Smith and was that Kobe Wooden able to bring him down. It'll be 3rd and 12. Oh no, it was Brooks as well in there too. So Preston Smith, Kobe Wooden, and Carl Brooks all in on the sack there. Come on, man. We just need a win, baby. We just need a win here. Two big plays. Two big plays. Come on. 3rd and 12. We need, come on. Two big plays. Packers have 5 at the line. And he's going to find a man open who's going to go out of bounds after a big gain. It's going to be a gain of about 8 or 9 on the play. Might be 10, actually. I don't know. It depends on if they give him forward momentum. They're saying that the clock, see here, clock does stop. It's going to be 4th and 5 here. Empty set. Tutu Atwell in motion. And he's going to be able to get the ball out. And it's going to be incomplete. And that is Williams, the rookie, on the coverage, forcing the incomplete pass. Pass was trying to get to the tight end. Just trying to make sure I don't want to celebrate too early because I know these refs. I know referees. They can throw a flag at any point. I'm scared. But just a great job by Williams playing the ball. That should not be a penalty in any sort. Just a great job. He played the ball perfectly. Amazing job by the rookie, dude. I love it. The pressure was there on Matthew Stafford. And it's going to stand, baby. And the Green Bay Packers are going to come away with a huge victory here in LA. And it wasn't just the offense scoring a last second field goal or a touchdown. It was the defense, a defense that has been made fun of for years for being how passive they are. Finally, the defense finally proves that they can make some plays when they need it. Absolutely, dudes. Seastrom, incomplete. Game is over. We are one single snap, one single knee away from the Packers improving to 3-2. And final snap. We got to win, baby. We got to win. Packers did not score anything in the fourth quarter, but it was their massive third quarter. 2 turnovers, 2 touchdowns off of those 2 turnovers, and that made the difference. And the final score is the Los Angeles Rams 19, the Green Bay Packers 24. Jordan Love gets his first victory of the season. He started against the Eagles, didn't finish the game, but unfortunately got the start, so they lost. He gets a loss. The next 2 weeks, Malik Willis comes in and goes 2-0 to help save the Packers season. Jordan Love next, obviously last week, tough game, tough start, but really showed up. But once again, still a loss. But this week, Jordan Love finishes the game and gets a win. 2 things we have not been able to do with Jordan Love under center. So Packers improved to 3-2. Jordan Love gets his first win. Defense came up big on fourth down. It was the rookie with a huge play on a pass to me that was right. It would have been a great pass. Probably would have gotten the first down. But Williams, number 33, man, heck yes. Play of the game, in my opinion. Obviously, that might be obvious. Obviously, it was the game winner, but I mean, easily, you could have seen Matthew Stafford just keep on driving down, killing the clock, scoring the last second touchdown. We've seen it a lot this year. You saw it with Kirk Cousins. You saw it with Kirk twice. You've seen it plenty of times. A veteran quarterback gets the ball with a little bit of time left, has an opportunity to win, but did not happen this time. The Young Bucks come in to LA, get a huge win, and hopefully next week we will have Romeo Dobbs. Who knows? We might even get Christian Watson back. So either way, it was a great game, awesome game. I might actually do a video tomorrow, if not tonight, tomorrow for sure, breaking down this game. Something very quick, something very easy. Um, so I'm gonna end this stream a little bit early, more than I usually do. I'm gonna try to get something to eat. I have not eaten anything all day. So thank you so much for everybody that was here. We had Surrey Pins coming in on the chat. Thank you. I appreciate you. Of course, the stalwart of the chat, Seastrom, in here from the beginning, talking to me all the way through. Big shout out to him. Big supporter. I appreciate you, man. Hopefully, I will see you tonight for the Dallas and Pittsburgh game. And yeah, just a great game, fun time. And I am very happy being a Packer fan today. We got a win, 3-2. We're gonna keep pace with this NFC North, who keeps on getting victories, and it's gonna be a fun season, man. The NFC North looks stacked. So, have a great day, guys. Hopefully, I will see you tonight for the Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers game. Please, if you're in the chat, leave a like, subscribe. Let's chat it up and let's have a good time. All right. I will catch you guys later.